A penalty is given, the crowd erupts, the broadcast cuts away, and millions of fans around the world are left staring at their screens, wondering what they just watched because the evidence that decided the call was never actually shown to them. This is happening right now at the 2026 World Cup, and it's only the group stage. Welcome back. VAR was supposed to make football fairer, fewer mistakes, more transparency. But just days into this tournament, it's already become one of the biggest talking points of the entire World Cup for all the wrong reasons. Let's start with the moment that broke the internet. During Switzerland's match against Qatar at Levi's Stadium, Swiss midfielder Remo Freuler went down in the box after a collision with the Qatari goalkeeper. The foul was clear, the question was whether Freuler had drifted offside in the build-up. The penalty stood after a lengthy VAR review, but the broadcast never showed fans the standard offside graphic that usually accompanies the decision. That single missing graphic triggered outrage worldwide. Pundits questioned whether the call was even correct, with one going as far as calling it a dictatorship for holding evidence and refusing to show it to fans. Replays appear to suggest offside should have been called and the penalty wiped off, but the original decision stood, and Switzerland's penalty was converted regardless. FIFA's response only added fuel to the fire. FIFA blamed a technical outage for the missing VAR graphic during the controversy. A technical outage at the opening week of the most-watched sporting event on Earth, and it wasn't an isolated incident. Just days later, another contentious call sparked fresh debate. A handball review upheld an on-field decision, awarding South Africa a penalty kick that divided fan opinion. Social media exploded with confusion over the ruling, with fans openly questioning how a marginal contact call could decide a World Cup match. Here's the historical pattern worth knowing. At the 2022 World Cup, VAR interventions in the group stage alone outpaced the entire 2018 tournament, with referees reviewing decisions roughly once every 2 matches. VAR controversy isn't new to the World Cup. But this time, the lack of transparency is the story, not just the calls themselves. This matters because trust is the entire foundation VAR was built on. The technology was introduced to remove doubt, not create more of it. When fans can't see the same evidence officials are using to decide a match, the system stops looking like fairness and starts looking like a black box. With 48 teams and more matches than any World Cup in history, every missed graphic, every unclear explanation, chips away at confidence in the system, right when scrutiny is at its highest. So as this tournament rolls into the knockout rounds, watch closely, because the biggest story of this World Cup might not be decided on the pitch at all. It might be decided by a screen that didn't show what it was supposed to. If you want to stay ahead of every controversy, every rule, and every twist this tournament throws at us, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because we're not just watching the games, we're watching everything FIFA hopes you won't notice.